Currently 6 a.m. right now. About to go hit this session at Alpha Land. Man, I think it's more so, the only reason I'm up right now is because M. It's good to have a partner that motivates you, because she'll probably wake up at 6:30, but as you can see, it's 6:10 for me where I'm trying to head out. So about to head up out of here, get this first hybrid session in, because this is the start of a new journey.
You know, the war that you have to really fight is the war against yourself.
It's you against you. You against you. There's no fucking hack, bro. There's no fucking hack. To grow that thing, how do you grow it? Do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. That's the hack. The hack is gonna fucking suck. You gotta build your will.
No, it's not easy to look in the mirror and to change your own life. It's hard as hell. You have to take responsibility. You have to learn new things. You have to feel uncomfortable. Because discomfort is how we grow. That's how we become strong. You have two paths in front of you right now. One path is the easy path. You don't have to change anything. Everything in your life that you aren't happy about can be someone else's fault. But the end of that road isn't pretty. The other path is the hard path. It's going to be downright painful. You will have to force your brain to think in new ways. But eventually, you will start to feel empowered. You will realize that you have the greatest power of all, the power to change your own life. You will be stronger than you've ever known.
When you give up, your mind thinks it's over, so it stops growing. There's no development when you give up. But when you can say, screw this is awful. I'm overwhelmed, I'm in pain, I'm struggling, I'm hurting, but decide not to leave, your mind gets the message. It realizes he's sticking around, so we need to adapt, we need to improve. That's when different parts of your brain kick into gear. You start using parts of your mind you never used before, especially when you're struggling and you refuse to quit.
All right, so we just finished with that portion of the workout, and I actually already recorded this, but I had to re-record it because it wasn't in focus. But I'm just gonna say it all over again because it's the first time you guys are hearing it. I was talking about the law of accumulation, and the law of accumulation is that everything counts. Everything counts. All right. You wake up in the morning and decide not to get out of bed, decide to check your TikTok for 2 more minutes, an hour. It counts. As much as that may sound hard to say, it might even seem hard to believe, it all counts. When you decide that you want to cheat on your diet, when you decide that you want to have that cookie, when you decide that you're not going to go do that workout, when you decide you're not going to make that phone call, when you decide not to check in on that family member, everything counts. Everything. And that really sat with me because it made me realize, like, for sure, I'm not putting everything I can into this. If you truly want everything out of it that you said you do, you would put everything in. Because the reality is you get out what you put in. Get out what you put in. About to go inside, knock out the rest of this portion of the workout. Got to run on the treadmill that I'm going to do. I was actually also talking about the fact that my ankle, if you can tell by running, my ankle looks bothered. But don't work through the pain because it's inevitable. You're never going to be 100%. You're never going to be 100%, so you might as well stop waiting on it. You got to show it when you're 98, 72, shit, you might be 50. Well, you know it's time to show, you know. And another one of those things, it's inevitable. You have to do it if you really want everything out of it that you honestly say you do. I'm not going to let my ankle stop. Last week it was my knee. Then this week it's going to be my ankle. At what point do I just put my foot down and say enough is enough and stand 10 toes down and shit, stand on business and make sure the shit just happens? At what point do I just say, fuck it, lock in, get after it? This is when I decide to do it. And I'm just going to work through it. You know, it sucks that it has to be that way, but no, life is unfair. Yet there's still not another life on this planet that's greater than yours. All right, so make sure you put everything in that you can, so that you can get out everything you said you wanted.
Every day you have the choice to either succumb to the seductive whispers of ease or to rise above and challenge yourself. You gotta recognize that the path to greatness, to real growth and achievement, lies in doing the hard things. The things that require effort, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of your goals.
All right, so we just finished up with the run portion of work. I didn't need the time to get up out of here. Emma's currently doing her cardio. She's gonna take like 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait up on her. I think I need to get better with the pace. That's what I'll take from the run I just had. The pacing, like while I was recording while running, so I did like step off like 3 times to adjust the camera angle. I still was tracking on the watch to make sure that I was able to determine how long the break was. So I ran majority of the time, but I would say, you know, I ran for maybe 20, 22 minutes. I probably walked like 8 of it all together. I put it all together at least. So I want to improve that because I want to just be able to go straight through, especially when we're not moving at that fast of a pace. I was only going at like a 4.5 speed most of the time, and then I ended up upping it to about 10 speed for like 2 rounds of that, like sprints, and then lower it back down. But that's not good enough, so the main thing I want to do is just continue to improve on that. But overall, I mean, I feel pretty good. The run definitely got my ankles and stuff more warmed up. Got my legs feeling very like open, ready to go. Pause. But my ankles, I will say my left ankle was still a little bit irritated. I started to outrun the treadmill a little bit for a second, so I had to start to slow down because you ever had that moment where like the conveyor belt is like tripping you up? Yeah, that was happening, so I didn't want that to continue to be an issue. Currently, so we just finished up, started talking to you guys, started working out. I got in the car around 6:10 exactly. Got in the car around 6:10 a.m. and then it is now 8:30. So solid 2 hours I've been running. Alright, so now that I'm back home, I can finally make some breakfast. All I'm making is 1 egg, some egg whites, and I'm still thinking about the rest. But all I do know is it's gonna be fire.
It's like the storm before the calm. We'll get to the vacation later. For real. Hey. Look. This is the decompress before the intermission. Done a lot of post-game talking, but this one different. I told Lee to put him in the car, but don't pistol whip him. And definitely do not shoot.
About to head out now. Man, I'll tell you this, man. Fortnite sometimes it pisses me off with as much people. Like, bro, it's 2024. The game been out since 2017 at this point, and people still trying to fucking soul out. Like,
Act like the rapper named after the sex position. My brother a two-toter, my brother a tombstoner. Diamonds and violence made us bond, we grew closer. Brother a clip loader, my brother a sick soldier. That nigga stick it to you.
when it comes down to it, like some of this stuff is from like hundreds and thousands of years ago. So it's one of those things that you really have to like come to terms with and be like, man, like you're not gonna get stuff like this again. Especially with the way we're going. We're going into a world where like you're gonna just see the same shit plastered everywhere. And like minimalist is like the vibe for everything. I'm a victim of this. I do minimalist everything. Literally. Straight lines on the pants, we chilling. Alright? Jacket, one check, we good. But at the same time, it's like if you look at some of this artwork, there's nothing minimalist about it. And stuff like this it fails to be appreciated today just because, I mean, look at it. Like that's literally somebody said, fuck it, and splat it. I don't know, I just want to say that because it's really tough to appreciate things like this. But as I was saying, from here, I'm not gonna have time to go to the gym just because it's already 4:19 and we still wanted to go out this evening. So plus, I think the gym might close at like 9 or 10, so we won't be able to do that. But I will showcase some of the dinner. I'm bringing that thing with me to the dinner. Oh, yeah, sling that.
You got that thing on here.
Yeah, sling that shit. y'all know what Drake did. But what are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? This is not what we discussed. is.
Yeah, but
You're not gonna talk about that.
it might be a little off script, but it's provocative.
Don't.
Virgil Benz is one that I'm whipping right now, and the other one I'm keeping in mint condition. And niggas bound to slip eventually like they sent permission.
Alright, so before we even get started with cleaning, I gotta go take Zoe out. But this is what we looking like before. If y'all are wondering what the fuck happened, shit, I don't even know. Keep it above with you, alright? I don't even know. It's the build up, but it's just like letting Zoe play with her toys. It looks a lot worse than what it really is, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it looks worse than what it really is. I heard another creator say, this is just a real quick, just like, cause I know some of y'all actually finna go this way. Come on, Zoe. So there's a lot of people who will just not think that they're doing what they genuinely want to do in life. There's a lot of times like where people will be thinking they're not doing enough. And I want to say this is because I heard a creator who, I was watching his videos. I just stumbled upon him yesterday. I think his name is Carlos Harris. Carlos Harris, all right? He makes YouTubes and TikToks, and he gets paid a very, very substantial amount for doing so. But he said in his video, he was like, I'm not where I want to be yet. And I was just like, wow, has he thought about how far he's come? Because like in the reality, anybody would be comfortable in his position. So it just made me think about this quote that Alex Hormozy said. He said, you're currently doing what you said was going to make you happy. You're currently doing what you said was going to make you happy. So what that means to me is like, yeah, you should want more. You should want to do more. Always looking to do better. Be better than the person you were yesterday. You know, that's a part of my saying. But it's important for you not to minimize what you're currently already doing just because you're currently doing exactly what you said you were going to be doing before, years ago. You're currently doing that job. You're currently, you know, working on that weight loss progress. Come on, Zoe. You're currently, you know, in school, getting those grades, doing whatever you're doing, starting that business. So why are you still so hard on yourself? Why are you still so like set on beating yourself up? And I'm more so talking to myself about this too, because when it comes to me, I will beat myself into the mud. I will sit there and, yeah, I'm just not doing anything. Like every day I wake up, I think that I'm failing at what I'm currently doing. And then I take a look and I'm like, hold on, I'm not even 25 yet. You know, a lot of people under 25 can't even say they got their own spot, that you got things taken care of, that you're doing everything yourself. You're doing all your entrepreneur shit yourself. You can't say any of that a lot of times. And I'm doing that. So I'm really appreciative of the fact that I can do it. I can't even lie, man. Back when I was in my college dorm room, I was like, man, I want to inspire other people. And I didn't even know exactly how I wanted to go about doing it just yet. I wanted it to be through like civil rights, because I'm really big into activism and, you know, supporting like black people. So I wanted to do it in that, but I didn't want to end up a martyr. And that just means that my sacrifice wasn't, my drive wasn't hard enough for that. But I sacrificed everything to be within the fitness community and help people combat, you know, health issues like type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, things of that nature I've done to help. So I don't know. I look at the things that I said I was gonna do years ago, and I'm currently doing them. So just be mindful of that. What's up, Zoe? Just so I see the proof. Let me go drop you back off at the room. Successful grocery haul. Yes, ma'am. Successful grocery haul. We got a lot. Luckily, because we've been having these meal preps that we've been having, and as well as eating at Chipotle, we didn't have to grab like a bunch of meats, but we just re-upped on a few things. And we also were able to grab some stuff that we probably wouldn't have grabbed if we had to re-up on a bunch of shit. But got snacks, but also like, for example, coconut water, which is surprisingly pretty expensive, but it's also a really good way to hydrate yourself. Waters that are
Look, this is the decompress before the intermission. definition. Done a lot of post-game talking, but this one different. I told Lee to put him in the car, but don't pistol whip him. And definitely do not shoot his ass till you get permission. People got a heavy misread on my disposition. Talking loose, then hit me up after on, so please Drake, listen. Energy they bringing is inconsistent. I got 2 Virgil Benzes, one that I'm whipping right now, and the other one I'm keeping in mint condition. And niggas bound to slip eventually like they set permission. Imagine us getting our validation from an ex-musician searching for recognition. Same story every time, they heckling repetition. I'm top of the mountain, these niggas still down at base camp, they planning their expedition. Y'all the type to catch a charge, head to the deposition, and act like the rapper named after the sex position. My brother a two-toter, my brother a tombstoner. Diamonds and violence made us bond, we grew closer. Brother a clip loader, my brother a sick soldier. That nigga sticking to you for real, he a lint roller. My brother a aimbotter, I bought him a Range Rover. My brother a flamethrower, it's like he playing EDM, that nigga a chain smoker. Niggas won't smoke with us, I promise it's game over. Get your ass twist right here, he a cane roller. And then you niggas whine to J Prince like some grape growers, man, what the? Outta here with that shit. Let me tell you about my brother though. Yeah, I mean enough about me. Let me tell you about my brother though.